New Year and welcome to another exciting edition of the Property Show. What do we expect to unfold in 2020? Catch my thoughts later on the show. Today, we track most sought after properties available in the market. The home ownership segment highlights stories of living in the most sought after properties.
I love this home. Every time you build your first home, you just feel so good.
What we've learned is that you have to do a real search.
Plus tips of turning your house into a dream home on the accessory spot.
After you've selected a theme, now you go into selecting the type of furniture that go with that theme. You will always check the locality of that house.
Barclays Bank is not only changing the colors and the brand, but Barclays Bank is actually doing a lot more than that. What we have done is that we put significant investments in our technology platforms that are going to help us improve extensively the service that we provide to our customers.
I'd love to hear from you. Just drop us a comment on our social media handles. As always, there is something for everyone. Our property pick of the week brings a unique guide to real estate investment opportunities you can put your money on. We kick off with a project located in a secure gated community in the rapidly growing suburb of Syokimau, combining the finest contemporary styles with ultimate sense of harmony and elegance. Parkwood Villas comes with superb open-plan living spaces, floor-to-ceiling, full-height aluminium windows, allowing in a lot of natural light, impressive fully fitted contemporary kitchen, and 4 elegant all-ensuite bedrooms connecting to a private garden. Here is a look.
Parkwood Villas are modern townhouses located on Wananchi Road off Mombasa Road in Syokimau. These modern townhouses comprise of 94 4-bedroom units plus TSQ with open living spaces connecting to a private garden. Additionally, the detail and craftsmanship throughout includes floor-to-ceiling vibrancy with full-height aluminium windows to allow maximum natural light. Amenities include spacious dining and living room on the ground floor connecting to a private garden, spacious open-plan kitchen, 3 bedrooms all-ensuite on the first floor, a full-floor master ensuite on the second floor giving a serene escape, European chrome brazier finishes in all bathrooms. Salient features include solar water heating and backup power, separate retreat area, kids playing area, and private parking for 2 cars.
The next investment option on our listing is Eagle Parlor Apartments, located in Ruaka. These modern apartments of 2 and 3 bedrooms come with stunning amenities you can't beat. Plus, the project offers the convenience of shopping at major malls. I must say, every detail on this project was carefully selected and crafted.
Eagle Parlor Apartments are located in Ruaka Shopping Centre, 20 minutes drive from Westlands and a few minutes drive from UN headquarters in Gigiri. The development is also in close proximity to the Two Rivers Mall. The apartments include executively styled 2 and 3 bedroom modern units with a plinth area of 97 square meters and 110 square meters consecutively. Amenities include master ensuite bedroom with a walk-in closet, fully fitted kitchen with granite worktop and pantry, spacious balcony, outdoor covered patio with access from lounge and dining areas, 2 additional bedrooms with a common cloakroom. Salient features include backup generator, borehole and underground water tank, swimming pool, gym, children's play area, ample parking, 24-hour security with a boundary wall and multi-zoned electric fence, as well as a guardhouse.
Another most sought-after project this season is Cascadia Apartments, located within the mixed-use Two Rivers development. This project combines comfort, convenience, and luxury living, making it the ultimate choice when looking for a home.
Cascadia Apartments is located within the thriving Two Rivers development, a world-class mixed-use development within Nairobi's Blue Diplomatic Zone. Cascadia sits on 5 acres with 400 units of 1, 2 and 3 bedroom apartments, as well as 3 bedroom duplexes with a plinth area ranging from 57 all the way to 158 square meters. The apartments are spread on 5 blocks of apartments as well as 5 blocks of duplexes. Amenities at Cascadia Apartments include spacious separate living and dining area leading to the balcony with beautiful views, an open-plan modern kitchen with marbled countertop, as well as inbuilt fridge, dishwasher, oven, microwave, hob, and cooker with piped LPG gas, top and bottom cabinets for storage, laundry area with an extra sink, common cloakroom. All the bedrooms come with walk-in closets, and the master bedroom comes with a bathtub, shower cubicle, as well as his and hers sink. The project comes with state-of-the-art lighting system and high-quality finishings. The salient features in the project include beautifully landscaped gardens, greenery lounges, clubhouse, fully equipped gym, half Olympic-sized swimming pool, soccer pitch, rooftop garden, safe and secure children play area, fiber optic link for DSTV, internet and telephone, high-speed lifts in each tower, wheelchair access, access-controlled entry to the apartment blocks, video door phone with intercom and CCTV camera, reliable water provided by Two Rivers Water, and full backup power provided by Two Rivers Power Company, ample car parking for both residents and visitors, private storage area in the basement for every resident. When looking to enjoy luxurious downtime, Cascadia Apartments affords you immediate access to fine dining restaurants, entertainment, fashion avenues, hypermarkets, and plenty of green parks.
For investors, Cascadia apartments also offer competitive rental yields. Another interesting project is also located at Two Rivers, Riverbank Apartments. These apartments come with amenities and facilities at your doorstep, providing perfect places to spend active time with family, friends, and neighbors. This is the meeting point of beauty, nature, and modern living.
Riverbank Apartments is a residential flagship project sitting on 2 acres of land located within Two Rivers development, a world-class mixed-use development within Nairobi's Blue Diplomatic Zone. The project consists of 1, 2 and 3 bedroom apartments, incorporating smart gadgets, controlling aspects of the home including the alarm system, music, curtains, among others. Amenities in the project include spacious separate living and dining area leading to the balcony with beautiful views, an open-plan modern kitchen with marble countertop, as well as inbuilt fridge, dishwasher, oven, microwave, hob and cooker with piped LPG gas, top and bottom cabinets for storage, laundry area with an extra sink, common cloakroom. All the bedrooms have walk-in closets, and the master bedroom comes with a bathtub, shower cubicle, as well as his and hers sink. The project comes with state-of-the-art lighting system as well as high-quality finishings. Riverbank Apartments affords you immediate access to fine dining restaurants, entertainment, fashion avenues, hypermarkets, and plenty of green parks.
Another investment you can definitely put your money on is a beautiful gated development designed and located in the serene countryside landscape, minutes away from the Westlands business hub. The architectural design is driven by the need to meet practical, comfort, and functionality requirements for the designing homeowner. The first phase of this development is complete and sold out. Let's see how the second phase of Bridgeview Park is unfolding.
Bridgeview Park is located in a cool and serene location near Vet Lab Golf Course, just 5 minutes drive from Westlands Shopping Centre, with ease of access to Wayaki Way. The amenities within Bridgeview Park include luxurious apartment with spacious rooms, modern fittings in the kitchens and bedrooms, security gatehouse, 8 feet boundary wall with an electric fence at the top, CCTV cameras, adequate secure parking for each unit, 24-hour water supply with in-house treatment plant, a standby generator, ICT connection, ease of access for those working in Westlands area, as well as the UN offices in Gigiri, ILRI and University of Nairobi Agriculture and Veterinary College. Phase 1 of the development is sold out. Sales for Phase 2 is currently ongoing and the expected completion date is end of November 2020.
Finally, we explore a project located in the quiet, leafy neighborhood of the Degwa off Kiambu Road, Red Rose Gardens. The close proximity to leading shopping malls, as well as local and international schools, is the cherry on top. Let's have a look.
Red Rose Gardens, a modern apartment complex located in Thidegwa along Kiambu Road, adjacent to Quick Mart Supermarket, 100 meters from the main road. The development consists of 43 three-bedroom apartments plus a DSQ with a plinth area of 154 square meters. Accommodation features include a spacious living room area with wide sliding windows that leads to the balcony area, large windows letting in natural light, separate dining area, a common cloakroom for the guests, modern kitchen with granite countertops, top and bottom cabinets for storage in the kitchen, wood floors and tile finishing making the interior aesthetics more appealing, spacious bedrooms with closets for storage. Other amenities shall include installed solar panels for water heating, in-house gym plus a social hall, perimeter wall with electric fencing and CCTV cameras for security, connection to the Nairobi Water Mains water supply, an underground 60,000 litres water reservoir tank, plus extra 1,000 litre water tanks for each unit. A total of 90 parking spots, providing 2 per unit and extra ones for guests. Power backup generator for the common areas.
Finding your dream home can be a daunting experience, yet here at the Property Show, we have a large selection of the best investment options you can put your money on and mortgage options available in the market. Just visit our offices and we'll be happy to hold your hand every step of the way. What does it take to turn your house into the home of your dreams? Next, tips from an interior designer with insights on what to consider when decorating each room in a home.
The things that you take in consideration when you're choosing furniture, first of all, you have to check the interaction between the architecture and what you're going to bring in. The colors as well will guide you in terms of what furniture you're going to place, and just the spirit of that place. There's always that spirit of the place. When you walk in there, what mood does it give you? After you've selected a theme, now you go into selecting the type of furniture that go with that theme. You will always check the locality of that house, if it's in an urban setting, if it's a loft maybe, or if it's a country house or a coastal house. All those have different ways in which you can design to bring out that spirit of that place. You're going to select furniture that marry again with the colors of the existing walls, or maybe if there are curtains, what kind of curtains do you want? You have to have like a flow in the space. You don't want to just place things that don't go well with each other. You also have to look at the textures that you're bringing there. You want to bring contrast, the element of contrast. For example, you can do contrast in very many ways. You can use color as a contrast. Also, you can contrast the space using different shapes. Like, for example, you can break a monotony of a certain setup by introducing a round table. Again, in the space, you want to have like that predominant object, the one that is above everything else. And what is that? It could be an accent chair, it could be a painting, it could be an accessory. So you take into consideration all that.
We are taking a short break. Still ahead, a celebration of a new dawn and a new day in the transitioning journey from Barclays, Kenya to Absa. Plus property news updates. Stay with us, we'll be right back after the break. Welcome back. You're watching The Property Show. Next, a celebration of a new dawn and a new day in the transitioning journey from Barclays, Kenya to Absa. It's a new dawn and a new day on the transitioning journey from Barclays, Kenya to Absa. Karibu sana, Tony.
Thank you.
2019 has been a fairly hard year. What's your take on 2020 as we transition to Absa?
I think 2019 has been a year of mixed sentiments. We have seen a very stable macroeconomic environment, and for the first time after several months, we've seen the central bank cut the central bank reference rate for the first time. As we move into 2020, it's a very exciting time for us as a bank. As we transition through this journey, we see that the macroeconomic environment is going to be a stable environment, and the general consensus around the economists is that there is likely going to be further reduction in the central bank reference rate. What we just have to be cautious about is the liquidity in the market that we're likely to see, because that liquidity is likely to impact the level of interest rates on the treasury bills. Remember, banks get deposits from customers and they price these deposits using the treasury bill interest rates. So if the interest rates on the treasury bills are going up, then it means that it becomes a lot more difficult for the banks to adjust the borrowing rates for customers downwards, because the cost of funds will have gone up. But overall, there's a general consensus that we expect a stable macroeconomic environment as we move into next year, and that at the same time also we expect that the borrowing interest rates are going to become favorable to our customers.
One of the highlights of 2019, of course, is the lifting of the interest rates. How do you see this affecting or helping the economy?
That has been a very welcome move to lift the interest rates, because we see it as an opportunity to extend credit to a wider cross-section of customers who previously could not access credit. What this means is that we are now able to price the risk of customers within a specified margin. There were customers who, because of their risk profile, were not able to access credit because their risk needed to be priced slightly above the cap that had been set. And for us, as we move into next year, we're looking at it as an opportunity also to extend credit and grow our medium-sized and small medium-sized enterprises, the SME segment, who have previously not been able to access credit. So we see it as a positive, and it's actually going to increase the liquidity and the borrowing facilities to the economy across the board.
As the transition program director of Barclays to Absa, how has that program gone, and is the project within timelines, and when should we expect the final unveiling of Absa?
So our key priority when we started this project was to migrate the technology systems that were sitting in the UK. And we packaged this piece of work in about 166 different technology projects. So far, we have been able to deliver up to 85% of those systems. We've been able to migrate 85% of the systems from the UK back to Africa. As you will have noticed, we've also started introducing some of the aspects of our new brand into our branches. And as we proceed, you'll find that more and more of our branches are going to start showing the Absa colors. The passion red dominant color that we have from Absa is what is going actually to be featuring across the branches. We have so far managed to transition up to about 20 branches so far.
Where are they located?
Some are located in Nairobi, and most of them are also located in other parts of the country. Nakuru East is an example, and you go to Lungalunga, you'll see, you are here in Sarit Center, and you're going to see that we have already started introducing some of the aspects of our new brand. So far we have covered 20. We are on course to deliver this brand much earlier than we had anticipated. So we are significantly ahead of schedule. The transition agreement allowed us to use the name Barclays up to June 2020. But at the rate at which we are moving, we are likely going to be transitioning this brand much earlier than that. We are just going to tie the loose end on the regulatory side to be able to actually be able to then announce a new date that we are looking at transitioning.
What's your final take that you'd like our viewers to know about the transition?
I think what is important for our viewers to know is that Barclays Bank is not only changing the colors and the brand, but Barclays Bank is actually doing a lot more than that. What we have done is that we put significant investments in our technology platforms that are going to help us improve extensively the service that we provide to our customers. But what is also most important is the excitement and the upbeat about this change that is encompassing both our customers and our colleagues. We also just want to assure the public that we're actually going to be carrying everybody along this journey to make sure that we all embrace this beautiful change.
Well done. We are here with a customer of Barclays. Let's get a feel of his experience. Karibu sana, Mr. Patel.
Thank you.
How long have you been a Barclays customer?
Well, if we really look at the period, it's been very, very long. Started from 1960s. In between, I think there was a period of 3 or 4 years when I did move away. Otherwise, the liaison has been from 1960 till today. So you're really looking at nearly 58 years.
Almost 60.
So it was started by my father as such, and the first account was with Barclays Bank Market Branch. So we started them in town, because our office was in town. So we were with them from 1960 till 1998. When we moved to Westlands is when we had a period of in-between phase when we moved to another bank because of logistic issues. And then the relationship has been rekindled since last year again. So the overall period is nearly 60 years.
Coming from Market Branch
to
where we are today,
exactly.
I'm sure the transition is huge.
It is. It's basically the transition of moving out of town and into what I would say the suburbs for an office space has been also good. You know, all the early parts in town was parking was never an issue. All the area near Jivanji Garden, the parkings were available. The move was basically pushed onto us because of parking issues in town.
But how do you like the new branch, and what's your take of the new look and feel?
Let me tell you, it's my first walk into the branch today. The branch looks really, I would say, very bright with a lot of positive energy as such. So I believe that, you know, it's going to be a great place to be. My coming to the branch is always very limited. It's my staff who tend to come into here. But what I see here is whenever I come to Barclays to meet the people you want, you feel very welcome. That's the important thing. You walk in, someone comes up to you, makes you feel comfortable. Whether the person you're meeting is there or not there, you're initially met straight away, and that's the difference between what I believe Barclays today and other banks, where you walk in and you're really looking to see whom you can talk to so that you can start the discussions of what you want to sort out. So it's very good that way, I must say so.
What has your partnership with Barclays been over the years?
When you say partnership, to be very fair, our relationship initially was more as a client to Barclays. That's when we used to use Barclays as our main banking account. I'm a professional, I'm an auditor by profession. So other than really banking my money, there was very little other interaction. But once I joined back, I think it's my introduction of clients to Barclays, which has become a slightly different aspect altogether. And all the clients I've introduced to Barclays are very happy with the service. Like I said, being a professional, all I do is maybe just put in a good word about the bank which I feel is going to serve you well. And once I've introduced them, they all seem to be very happy.
And what would you tell our viewers who are watching you and they're saying, wow, we want to be like Mr. Patel?
Well, one of the biggest differences between Barclays, to be very fair, and many other banks is Barclays has a very structured setup, as I would say. The staff you talk to is supposed to be doing whatever they have to, are fully briefed on what should happen. And many other banks, you keep on being shifted from one staff to another staff. And therefore, I would really say that that's the biggest plus point. Secondly, documentation flows and everything else, and what is required for certain transactions is very clear-cut here compared to other banks, where I think the staff are not really briefed or trained to the level where they should. Every time you need a transaction done, you actually have to go and see the manager. It's something I'm never happy with. I would really don't want to see the manager. I should just walk in. The person who is supposed to be my contact person should be able to handle me. And that is the real positive of Barclays as I see it today.
Moving on, an update on news shaping the real estate landscape, the property news.
The Kenya Green Building Society, since its launch in 2012, has educated over 300 professionals. We want to do more. And that education has been in green building design, construction, operation, and demolition. We've advocated for green building policies with the national government, local government, and basically anyone who will listen to us. We've introduced locally contextualized tools and programs to make green buildings. We have no excuse but to have green buildings in this nation and in this region. And it's part of what we're doing today. We're not going to talk about just percentage improvement, just resource efficiency. Climate change is not waiting for anyone. We have just gone through lengthy rains, which were a surprise for most of us in Kenya. We've suffered under those climatic effects. But we have all the tools with us. We have all the people around the table. We have all the skills available. So we want tangible reality for every Kenyan to have green buildings and be in an environment that does not make them sick. So we'll talk about healthy buildings as well. So far, we have registration and certification of over 34 buildings. But even as I speak, there's more coming on board to be registered, to be certified, to internationally ratified standards, but locally contextualized.
We're facing huge challenges when it comes to climate change. By 2050, we expect that the built area would increase by 100%. Population will rise to about 10 billion people. All of these will need to consume more energy. Energy consumption is expected to double. And in order to achieve the Paris Agreement goals, which ensure that temperature would not increase beyond 1.5 degrees, we have to ensure that all buildings all over the world are net zero by 2050, and this is why we launched our global net zero initiative. Another challenge we're facing is health and well-being within buildings. We spend about 90% of our times in buildings, but according to WHO standards, 91% of that time is in indoor air quality that is not that is beyond the WHO numbers. So that's a huge area that requires improvement in the future.
The importance of the youth, which is one of the reasons why the Kenya Green Building Society is launching a youth chapter this morning. And I want to share with you two proverbs or sayings that we've always had every other time. One is that we do not inherit the earth from our ancestors, we borrow it from our children. Our children are most of the youth who are here. Our children are the ones who have been born, who are below 35. It then means that the young people, the youth, are the ones who are really most affected by this climate change, climate emergency that is taking place. And it is therefore critical that the youth really take charge in line with what Greta challenged us and said that the youth is really angry and very fed up with those who are non-youth. Then the second saying that I'd like to share is an African proverb that says that it's the young trees that make the forest. What does that mean? If a young tree is upright and well watered and so on, then it means that definitely the forest will even be that much greater, and it will provide us with the necessary oxygen and whatever you want to call it. Thus, achieving the lowering of the 2 degrees centigrade, and now we are even talking about the 1.5, becomes very critical, and it means that there is going to be a lot of concerted effort at the local level in order for these global goals to be met. I also want to tell the youth and all of us, because this is climate change calls for intergenerational discourse. It calls for intergenerations working together, the youth and also the non-youth. It is about mentality change. It is about action. It is about action individually, collectively, and as institutions.
The Property News segment keeps us abreast of the latest news shaping the real estate sector. Are you in the industry and are launching a project or hosting an event? Would love to shine a light on the ceremony. Just give us a call. Next, it's that time we get stories of home ownership experiences.
My advice to anybody who would want to go into real estate is that ensure that you do it the right way. Do it the clean way, clean business, no shortcuts, all right? Get good lawyers, get good agents, ensure that you know everything in terms of the drainage of the area, the environment of the area, the people around the area. You do not need to assume anything, because that is what could come and bite you, right? So ensure that you do it the clean way, the right way.
I love this home. Every time you build your first home, you just feel so good. I'm very proud because when I was living at the estate, it was even hard to have your own, like chicken. In this family, we love eggs, so we used to buy eggs. So when we came here, we decided to have a small house for our chicken. That is number one. Number two, my boys loves dogs so much. So we couldn't have being able to have dog at the estate. So that was another thing. When you're owning a home, you need some certain amount of money. You don't have to have a lot of money to own a home. You can start your journey small. And then number thing, you don't have to copy somebody. Go your own. maybe you want to buy land somewhere, but you can't afford to buy land there. You can go and look for a land where it's pocket friendly and you own a home.
What we've learned is that you have to do a real search, and you just go out, invest in time in looking for property, and start saving so that you don't look and you don't have money. So, and then again involve all the family members, because for us we didn't involve the children, and we brought them here when we had paid the 10% that we normally pay. And then they were like, no, this is not a good place to come. So, and then again we went back and we sat and started talking to them, and then going around with them, involving them halfway. The process was hectic. So involve the whole family. I mean, the small family, the children, the nuclear family, you involve them. And then don't bring all your friends and telling them you want to move, you want to do this. They will discourage you. They are close friends that you can advise, especially those that have property. They have something to tell you, especially things pertaining the city sewage, if you are using the septics, if you are using the borehole water.
Thank you for watching The Property Show. Having an idea where the property market is heading is critical to making the right decision. This year, we expect emerging trends, diversification and innovation to drive the real estate landscape. We also expect price correction in most of the segments. See you next Sunday as we continue highlighting top investment options you can put your money on. Let's keep talking on our social media handles. As always, there is something for everyone. Kwaheri.